The Belize Communications Workers for Justice says it's not backing down in its long fight for severance from Belize Telemedia Limited. The group represents more than 200 former employees, and more than 170 of them are still waiting to be paid. BTL maintains that those claims fall outside of Belize's 6-year limitation period for simple contracts, and says its board of directors will make a decision at its next meeting. But former BCWJ President Emily Turner tells us the company's latest press release brings no new answers and little comfort to workers who says they've waited long enough.
This press release basically is saying what we knew 2 weeks ago when we decided to have this, to make this public. That hasn't changed, and the reaction from our group is that we're disappointed. We have engaged BTL previously in very diplomatic ways where we had written to them, and we were expecting a favorable feedback from them, especially that we have had the Minister of Labor speak about it. We've had the Prime Minister as well speak about that a statute of limitation doesn't apply, but BTL still, to us, they're dragging their feet.
For weeks now, members of the group have taken their fight to the streets, protesting across Belize and calling on BTL to pay former employees before moving ahead with its acquisition of SpeedNet. The message has been clear: settle the severance first. According to Emily Turner, the group was told that the company would get back to them on short notice. But until that happens, she says their position remains unchanged.
It took 31 years or 32 years since Severance stopped being paying and only a pension was paid. And now the CCJ ruled end of November 5th. We're now 3 months again. And we just want to make it clear that this press release doesn't change our position. The people that have left BTL for more than 6 years, their severance is still not being honored. And we make it, again, a point to say that this is justice being denied again, and now we're waiting 3 months, even after the CCJ has ruled.
BTL insists these claims fall outside of the statute of limitations, making the former workers ineligible under the CCJ's 2025 ruling. But the Belize Communications Workers for Justice argues otherwise, saying that the very ruling overrides BTL's position and should clear the way for their severance to finally be paid.
The judges from the CCJ had 10 people when they ruled 4. The oldest person that left, not the oldest in age, but one of the persons left in 2007, right? And then someone left in 20 something, but 3 people left 2007, 20. Yeah, so we have out of the 10, at least 3 people or 4 people were left prior to BTL using a limitation act. So the laws of Belize does have a limitation act, but the judges are saying that that limitation act does not have anything to do with our right that's embedded in the labor law.
Turner shares that a large portion of the workers demanding their severance are senior citizens. Still, they wish to continue fighting, even if that means taking the matter to the court themselves.
We're disappointed, but we are not going to give up. We had already mentioned to them in a letter that we sent last week that we don't want to have to do these things, but if we have to take this internationally, we will, because we're affiliated with international labor unions. We're affiliated with, we have our contacts in the Caribbean Congress of Labor, so we don't want to have to do that. But if it requires for us to do that, we will, because all of us in the Caribbean recognize the CCJ, or many countries in the Caribbean recognize CCJ as their ultimate court that we go to, and some workers follow that process. You can't come now and now the workers that are in the same situation, like some of them, you're saying, no, I won't pay you.
BCWJ member Paul Perriott says that this fight extends beyond the 200 members of the group and represents Belizeans across industries pursuing justice.
And not only we, the BTL, it cover other unions where signing any agreement that because you get a pension, we give up a severance. All of the things the judge say are illegal.
The group now awaits a response from BTL, but does not plan to halt its industrial action. Britney Gordon for News 5.